didn't start in some ancient, dusty book of myths. It started with fear, real and raw, in the quiet hills of Puerto Rico not so long ago, in the 1990s. Imagine this. You're a farmer, and you wake up one morning to a scene of absolute stillness. Your animals, goats, chickens, even cattle, are lying dead in their pens. But there's no sign of a struggle, no flesh torn away. Just drained. Drained of every last drop of blood, with two strange, perfect puncture wounds on their necks. A name began to be whispered, passed from neighbor to neighbor in hushed, terrified tones. El Chupacabra. The goat sucker? In the beginning, no one got a clear look. It was just a fleeting shadow in the corner of your eye. A pair of eyes that glowed an unnatural red in the pitch-black night. And a sound of something moving fast, low to the ground, and with an eerie silence. The reports spread like wildfire, and the descriptions were all over the place. Some swore it was a reptilian creature, with sharp, bony spikes running down its back and claws like razors. Others described something else entirely, a hairless, dog-like beast that walked on its hind legs like something out of a nightmare, part animal, part alien. Whatever it was, it left only two things in its wake: fear and silence. The legend wasn't content to stay in Puerto Rico. It leaped across the water to Mexico, then crossed the border into Texas, and traveled all the way down to Chile and beyond. Everywhere that livestock started dying in this strange, bloodless way, you'd hear the same whisper, Chupacabra. Of course, scientists and officials tried to find a rational explanation. They suggested the animals were victims of disease or maybe packs of wild dogs. Some pointed to coyotes suffering from a severe skin disease called mange, which can make them look truly monstrous. But here's the problem with that theory. No coyote or dog leaves wounds so precise. Two clean surgical holes, almost as if made by fangs, specifically designed for one purpose: to drink blood. The eyewitness accounts became more and more chilling. People told stories of seeing it leap over tall fences in a single bound, rip through thick wire mesh, and then just vanish into the night without a trace. One farmer swore it stared right at him, its eyes glowing, its sharp teeth bared, and in that exact moment, his flashlight just died. The media naturally went into a frenzy. It became a sensation, featured on TV shows and tabloids, and even attracted the attention of UFO experts. The theories got wilder. Was the Chupacabra a secret government experiment that escaped from a lab? Or maybe an extraterrestrial creature, a pet left behind after a UFO crash? Each new theory just added another layer of terror to the legend. But here's where the story gets really weird. The more people looked for the Chupacabra, the more its appearance seemed to change. In Puerto Rico, it was this scaly, alien-like biped. But by the time the stories reached Mexico, it had grown fur and fangs. In the United States, it often looked like some kind of demonic, hairless dog. It was as if the Chupacabra didn't just live out there in the dark, it lived inside our imaginations. It became a shapeshifter, molded and remolded by every new sighting, every campfire story. Today, the Chupacabra is a global phenomenon. It has crossed borders, languages, and generations. Some people are convinced it's still out there, stalking rural farms on moonless nights, leaving nothing behind but silence and those two perfect marks. Others believe it's just a modern myth, a campfire story for the digital age, born from fear, rumor, and maybe a few too many late-night scary movies. But legends have a funny way of surviving, don't they? Because every time a shadow moves unexpectedly in the dark, every time a farmer hears a strange cry from the barn in the middle of the night, someone somewhere will remember the name El Chupacabra, the creature that reminded the modern world to be afraid of the dark. Thanks for diving into this mystery with me. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more legends from the shadows. See you next time.